Good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Hello everybody. Time to do some game development. Like almost every Sunday, the past few months already. Blink. PlayStation controller is connected. Yeah, I don't need that because I have cable. Yeah, whatever. Honestly, I can't remember anymore what we did last week. I do have the to-do list somewhere lurking around in my hard drive. We could check out if there was something to be done, but I don't feel like that. Short update what happened between the last stream during the week. I think we didn't have the ability to chop wood, so this is already there. So we can run around in the forest and we can find ourselves a piece of wood to chop. And just like that, it turns into logs. That's cool. So now we have ability to collect wood, which is nice. We have ability to select the wood and toss it to the fireplace to enable cooking. That's fine. Yesterday I started to make this crafting table. And I think it should work if we go to, say, interact and we go near, yeah, that's a little glitchy. We go near the crafting table, we press X. Oh, nothing happens. Oh yes, okay. So this would be then, this is a placeholder for the crafting table menu. Right now the Y sorting is somehow glitching. But the newest addition to the game is this. Ta-da! Yeah, this is also not working quite like intended. Thankfully, I think I know the reason why this is not working as it should. Okay, but the main point is that we do have way to till land. And today I wanted to take a step forward and think about what we do need to plant stuff for that we need some kind of seeds. We need some kind of, well, basically the whole thing will be a planting or plant system or plant growing system. We can call it like this if we want. But the fact is we do need different kind of seeds. And the seeds can be then, at some point, they can be bought from supermarket, which is rolling on the wheels once per day. And then the player can come and plant stuff, harvest stuff. That's the usual cozy game component. So we do need some kind of seed class, I think. So like usual. Stream to-do list. We do need a shopping list for today. And today we have 15th of March. Oh wait, no, Godot games. Actually, I want to put this to be a new bookmark so that I don't need to search for the correct old folder every time. So we want to start with plant or planting, maybe like planting system. So hello Code, happy Sunday too. Hope you're doing fine. It was fun watching you playing Elden Ring yesterday. GG. I'll convert. Item. Glad to hear. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Very intensive. And so much dedication put towards this one boss. So we are planning this to extend this soil item so that we can plant something in it and that plants grow and we can harvest them. So my initial idea was to make this soil kind of similar to, or make kind of the soil as a tool. It's maybe funny wording, but make it like, or reuse the functionality of like the fireplace. Because in fireplace we can equip stuff. In soil we can do the same thing, but in effect we can just equip one thing. That's why I put the first to the point to convert soil to equipable tool item. We'll see if that works. Then we need soil class. No, not soil. Seed class. Patience is the key. How's things looking like over here? Things are going forward little by little every day, almost every day. So you are right, patience is the key, also here in the game dev world. And this is the newest new in my game, is that we can shovel and create what is, well, soil in fact. It's a little bit buggy. The detection for the correct quadrant is a little bit wrong, but I won't fix it today. Okay, then when we have the seed class, well, we can define like the first thing to plant. Seed potato. Not sure if it's called like that, but I just understand it's like potato which has juuret, wurzel. I lost that word, English word. Roots. I guess in seed class there should be some parameters like growth time variable. Yeah, and we go from there. Do we need something else? I think it makes sense to do this. Spawn the collectible to be harvested as a child of the seed item. I'll try to take the opportunity to do some co-working after I'm done eating, still waiting to cook. That's very fine. I like to usually open up a stream, preferably a streamer which I know, some familiar face from Twitch, and put it on my second monitor and then work something on the side. That ups up a little bit the vibes. So yeah, and hyvää ruokahalua. Bon appetit. Mahlzeit. So these are our shopping list, so to speak. So I think it's maybe good idea to spawn, like talking about the spawning of the plant itself as soon as it has grown. afterwards there might be some kind of corner conditions like in a seed class. Water level. But I think the spawning should be made dependent on if the seed is well, that should be a simple thing, very simple thing. Is dead variable, obviously boolean. Danke. Kein Problem. So, and this is this funny notation I'm using doing my plans, and but it seems to work. I think I have coded too much GDScript in Python so that I make kind of like indentation automatically. But water level variable, it should be reduced regularly. And maybe this water level variable, it will be decreased, I'm not sure, at some rate, and when it's 0 then the plant is not yet dead, but then maybe another like dying timer variable starts, and then first the seed or the plant is dead. So the condition for spawning is this: if growth time is achieved while water level is above some threshold. Spawn collectible plant. I'm not entirely sure if this is what cozy games, what farming games traditionally do, but I will do that. Okay, so then first I would like to investigate a little bit equipable tool item. The one and only equipable tool item we have is fireplace. The thing is though, this again is a bad practice. Once again, bad practice. we might even start by correcting this bad practice. This allowed items array is simple. Yeah, it's an array which, I mean, I don't need to explain this. It's simply simple thing. What can be equipped? For the fireplace, it's pot, pan, mug, and firewood. For soil, therefore, we could have plenty more. We could have, potatoes, carrots, beetroot, whatever. We could have different kinds of flowers. But the point I wanted to make is inputting the types of objects we want to allow to be cooked or to be grown. This, like this manually inputting them as strings, it's not the best. I would like to have this actually as export variable, and instead have the resource items which hold information about this. So what I would do is simply drag and drop the items kind of from this repository of the resource data. Like I could just say, okay, it's pot, and that is pan, that is mug. So that's what we will do first. Kind of like here, sorry for stuttering. What I have for crafting recipe. I have export variable for recipe items. It's array of resources. And when we look at roasted chanterelles, we have the required tools. We have recipe items. Yeah, well, there we go. Yeah, enough yapping. Let's do this. Yeah, well, so, whoa. No, okay. So now we need to fix the fireplace to begin with. For instance, here we cannot say if this name is in allowed items because the allowed items is collection of resources. So we do need to traverse through that list. Saying if selected item, well, yeah, we can use that. This item name, well, it's resource name. No, it's not resource name. We should make it would be a good practice to make type check here. I feel like. Or assertion. We could assert here like if the type is not item, then something is badly wrong. Okay, so now we are going through the allowed items array. Oh yeah, it should be export variable. Export variable. And then we are checking if the selected item is in allowed items list, and if so, then we're just returning true, otherwise false. And we are checking if the item's size is less than the maximum items allowed, then we return true. Cool. Just to be on the safe side, I would like to go and search every instance now of allowed item. Seems to be only here, this file. This is the mother file, so to speak, and then it's the only further place is fireplace. So we need to fix this. And actually, I would like to make assertion here. Oops. Allowed items. Size is... Oh, wait a second. No, that's wrong. Okay, rewind, back. So now we need to go back to fireplace. We should have... No. Yes, now we have an array of allowed items. And we saw that we needed 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we just need to go to add a mug. Pan. Pot. And firewood. Okay, so then we need to make some more adjustments. Yeah, that's the thing. We need to traverse the list once more here. Oh, wait a second. Hmm. Well, we do it this way. Okay, I think that should do it. Let's see if we broke anything. So, okay, works. Bonk. Okay, that works. Fine. So that's fixed. Cool. The fancy bug in the fireplace is though that, you know, if I go and I try to equip a pan. Oh, it works. Okay, I fixed that probably. Or was it this way that I cannot equip any firewood when the pan is there? No, okay, no, PS. Okay, so there was a bug related to the fireplace. There was something. It might be fixed. Yes, bonk. I love the sound effect. One of my favorite game dev things is to search for suitable sound effects and experiment with them. It's just so cool because, you know, playing around with sound effects leads to usually a working solution. Somehow it just works. There's nothing much you can mess about it. And I feel like the same applies also for particles. So the next step is then convert soil to equipable tool item. Before that, I would like to go and define a seed class and have something to place then to the equipable tool item. The allowed tools or allowed, what was it? Allowed items list. It's pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, thanks. Okay, fine. Yeah, little by little. I was just thinking about what I should do first, but I guess it's not that important. Let's start by thinking about where to put that seed class. Plants would be probably the best. Because of berries, bushes, firewood, grass, logs, mushrooms, rocks, trees. Let's call it seeds. Let's add. Oh, yeah. Let's add base class maybe, or base seed, or seed base. I hope seed is not reserved word. I mean, file name is certainly not, but if I say extends, what should it be? Collectible, I guess. Oh. Oh, not this. Okay. I thought that there is already a reserved class called seed, but that's our class. I see some properties. It's probably connected to random number generation or pseudo random number generation. Yes, random number generation seeds. So I guess, well, we could say water level is integer, growth time, minutes maybe, also integer. And then later we will define the functions which update then water level, growth time. And what if we do need also like some kind of watering system? But the watering, how the watering works is then through the soil. But yeah, that's something we need. But I would say this is something I put as the last point on the to-do list. Soil watering logic. I have to say that this programming this game is relatively simple. The systems are kind of simple, but it's a lot of repetition. There's a lot of repetition, like just making like little GDC classes, little systems, and then just connecting together, and just like telling like, okay, what's gonna happen when the player triggers something, and then there's like a chain of events which take place. But yeah, that's something we need. Yeah, the watering level of watering logic, it will be part of the soil. Which is then taking care, like it goes to see, okay, is there plant? If so, then amp up the water level. But now I started to think about, like, is the water level, should it be in the seed class or should it be in the soil class? Actually, in the soil class. I mean, we could go very deep down into the very intricate details of plants and have some kind of interaction between the seed and the soil, and the seed would be looking at, like, okay, am I now in the soil? Like, is the parent now null? If it's null, then I'm somewhere floating around in the air, or in some kind of paper bag. Is the parent, like going full object oriented? Is my parent soil? Okay, then I'm in a soil, and then I start to grow. I guess in object oriented world you should do that in that way, or. But I feel like it's maybe from the implementation side easier to just to do this whole growing thing in the soil. We'll see. Okay, then we need something to equip to our soil. And the first thing which we will define is a seed potato. Yeah, well, it's a collectible, all right. Oh, well, no. Of course, it's collectible, but it's extend seed. Zero. And then we need a graphics for that. But I think I should have, yeah, I have potato. So we go and we take the potato, change the graphics a little bit, add roots to the potato, and that's our seed potato. Okay, where are we at? Food potato, potato. Cool. So a sprite. No food. Huh, it's interesting that the potato is underneath the food, also, although it should be underneath plants. And that the brass, which is fish, is underneath food. Technically, yeah, it's food if it's dead, but there should be folder called, I don't know, animals or something. Oh, yeah. Oh, it looks good. I like that. Looks like a potato. I think what I want to do is I want to change the hues a little bit. Make it maybe a little bit darker. I think I want to have some kind of a reference image. This will be the seed potato icon. Let's see. Because in my mind, like, seed potato is not this light. Seed potato. Oh well, actually, I think it depends on what kind of potato it is, what kind of potato family it is. It could be darker if there's a dirt on it. Yeah, that's right. That is right. Yeah, all right. Let's try to do something, at least some kind of mock-up. From my experience, pixels on stream are always a little bit more chunkier than pixels off stream. Okay, what? Ooh. Okay, we could just take this layer 2 away. Boink. Just a tiny bit darker. A little bit darker. Having a little bit shade. Yeah, something like this. Maybe make it a little bit darker. There. Yeah, looks cool. Then maybe one more. Putting some dirt, maybe. I'm not using the palette consistently. But what the hell? I'm going with the philosophy. If it looks good, it looks good. Rest is... yeah, that's whatever. Oh well. Yeah. No worries, no worries. No worries. We could put some more dirt here. No, that's too dark. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No need to invest too much time on this. Says the streamer and continues working on the thing. No need, no need. It's alright. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, done. And let's save this to... okay, it's already saved. Export. That's the icon. Cool. There we have our reference pictures. Yeah, usually my potatoes looks like this after I figure out that I bought potatoes like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago and they're just growing on some corner, hidden somewhere, and then okay, yeah, I should do something. You don't have to, but you want to. Exactly. Exactly, yes. Now that I'm talking about planting, coding about planting, I actually would like to take one of the potatoes. I just saw today as I was cooking that there is a small pack of potatoes, and they are starting to look like this. I would just like to toss 1 or 2 of those in the ground in our backyard and see what happens. You know, get a deeper connection to the game. It would be so cool, you know, just to experience what do I have to do that the plant actually dies. Maybe I don't need to, you know, water it at all. Maybe it just grows and grows and I have 3 potatoes. Do it. Maybe I'll do it. I have no idea if the soil in our backyard is suitable for that. It's kind of muddy. I guess they just die. They just rotten away. But somehow I get an urge anyway. Okay, so now we have the icon, then we just need to... I don't care. Yeah, just take the item, inventory item reference. Just delete, place it, plants, seeds, potato, and this is also called inventory item. Oh shit. Why did I do that? Now I missed the grass weed. Yeah, classic. Stupid me. Grass weed. And the icon is also gone. Strange. Oh, I know why. We don't need grass weed icon because it cannot be placed in the inventory, but regardless. Alright, let's do this thing. Potato. Inventory icon. Okay, we don't have that reference yet. Let's make the scene. Um. Mm, mm, mm. Yep. I think what I will do for all the seeds, they have maybe kind of like similar sprite, or exactly the same sprite, and that is just a bag. Maybe. Or would it be better to have like some kind of unique... Wait. Okay, now I'm mixing bananas and apples again. No, it's fine. Because for all the seeds, I want to make unique inventory item icon. So whenever the player goes to the inventory box or it sees the hot bar and is looking for some certain seed, then they see, okay, yeah, that's for this and that flower, this is for the potatoes, this is for carrots, so it's okay. But just in case, if the player, I'm not sure, is the player allowed to place the seeds to the ground except for the soil? No, I don't think so. Because I disallowed that actually. Like collectibles, just certain collectibles can be placed in the ground, but not like every collectible. And I would say the seeds belong to that class, which cannot be just placed randomly in the level, so we are fine. That means that we actually don't need that much. Actually, this could be, I think, Node 2D even. No, it has to be Area 2D because seed inherits item inherits Area 2D, so otherwise there's a conflict. But we don't need to have necessarily collision shape for this, so that should be fine. So then we just need to pick up like these things. preferences. Seeds, seed potato. Seeds, seed potato, and maybe have seed potato. And instead of, again, this, oh, shit, bad practice. Wait a second. Instead of hard coding again, let's go and make this correct. Item data name. Okay, now we should be able to go to yeah, there we go. Now we have seed potato. So now we can go and start to fool around with this soil and define the functions. What I would like to have is, instead of each time starting the level, having to dig, I would like to spawn actually, just for the testing, I would like to spawn one soil. And I guess I could just, for the debug purposes, I could just implement that. Simply a check, like make this export variable soil state, and if under the ready function we have soil state of 3, then we change the graphics and say the soil is ready. That's it. Blah, blah, blah. Export. And then we ask here. This is simply just the animation which happens when the player hits shovel to the ground. Soil is spawned. Animation is shown. Sound is emitted and so forth. So let's make it this way. If soil state is 0, as it is, if we say that here the soil state is 0, then it should be always 0 when we spawn it. No? Mason player, play, free, okay, and it's done. And soil ready is true. So now we should be in a position. Oh, but well, okay, for testing I think it doesn't matter if the soil is not in this 16 by 16. No, 32 by 16 grid, isometric grid. So I think we should be fine if we say place the soil. Well, there's no graphics there because the animation player is played after the spawning, but if you say soil state is 3, then we should get a soil, a test soil, so to speak. No, we didn't. Let's see. No, soil state is 3. Animation play. Player should play 3. Oh, the sprite is not visible. That's why. That's why. That's why. Okay, right. Fine. Oh, but yeah, well. It's not really on the grid, is it? Can we fix this by just making the position to be multiple of 32? Or do we need it actually? Not really, because we just need to, you know, we have this area 2D scanner. The player, that's the small dot here. This dot right here. So now this should be interactable. We don't need to pay attention that much on this one. This is really just indicator, like, okay, I want to interact with this. Yeah, okay, it should be, yeah, whatever. For debugging, it's okay. So then, let's go to the soil. Oh. Yeah, we are already in soil. Cool. So, I have defined soil as destroyable, which should not really be destroyable. I mean, it should be destroyable. Because player, of course, would maybe like to change the shape of the soil. Make it bigger, make it smaller. So at least at some point, I should pay attention that the soil can be despawned as well. With the destroyable, it's pretty easy. We just need to use the correct tool and it's gone. I haven't defined it yet, but like it should be like this despawning should happen here, react to player action. At the moment it's only soil tilling. And this is really just the spawning. So I need to investigate the fireplace. Yeah, but since we have in every item we have this react to player action, it should be the case. No. Okay, wait a second, which... Ay. Where is the parent class? Oh no, it's in the item. Okay, I just missed that. So every item has this handy function. I'm just thinking how this destroying function, destroying action should be implemented here. I'll leave it to future as a future task. So we need this function, and yeah, well, we could take this whole thing and bring it down to soil. Why, it's already there. No, oh, shit. Yeah, sorry about me now rambling. Whole lots of rambling. There's heavy thinking going on. Yeah, it's this one. In fact, this piece of code should be underneath the parent equip item, because this applies to every tool item, equipable tool item. Yeah, that's gonna go here. Huh? What? Oh, the selected item is now gone. Alright, well. Just need to take it once more. Because this is a special check for the fireplace. This is actually a weird check. It's not firewood. Maximum. Huh. Well, for soil, it should be super simple. We check if the item which you want to smash to the soil if it's allowed. If it's not allowed, then we just return. Hello, Pawn NX Pawn. Cozy cat with cozy game dev. Exactly. That's the spirit here. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you like cozy vibes. So, let's see. Yeah, this should be fine. This should work. All right. So we should be actually fine when we say we have this. When we say extends equipable tool item. That's it. Yeah, it needs still to go a little bit back and forth. Yeah, here's the spawning logic. We do need to have some kind of animation. Some kind of animation. You know, the seeds are falling into the soil. Of course, it would be very cool to have this seed potato have some kind of sprite which resembles, smaller sprite which resembles seed potato, and it just falls into the soil. Just like all the items, you know, like similar like this. We go and pick this up and boom, have the same kind of thing. Yeah, or just have, I don't know, just some pixels, maybe particles or something. That brings my mind to the next problem. Actually, there's two problems, like visual problems, okay? How do I show the player that there is actually something growing? I guess there should be some kind of roots or some kind of sapling should be visible. Whenever there's something planted. And I think the solution here is to have, you know, for each seed, there should be, this is getting too busy, seed class, okay. So each seed class has sprite animation. Sprite animation added. Maybe not in the seed class, but definitely for the children. But I guess it would be alright to have at least reference to it. Let's see. Is the sapling actually the correct word? What is a sapling? Oh, it's a tree, okay. Young tree is not a sapling. What is a correct noun for seed which is already growing? I don't know. It could be a generic one in the first stage and then evolve from that if you want to cut some corners. Yeah, I was thinking about really like how just some seed like pixels, really just white pixel or yellow pixels, which just might be generic for every seed. And then those pixels would just drop. To have that kind of like confirmation that, okay, there's something, feedback as for the player action. But even then my perfectionist part of my brain says like, actually if you do this in a real life, you put the seeds in, right? And you have lots of land, and you just you don't put any kind of indicator like, okay, here's tomatoes. How are you supposed to know, right? So that there's like no way you could tell unless you wait and then you say, oh, okay, the tomatoes seems to be there, like after 2-3 months. Yeah. But I mean, a game, it would be maybe an overkill. You know, like a player just randomly puts some stuff and there's like potatoes, tomatoes, strawberries, and it looks like a mess. That's another problem. Like, even say I give an option to plant strawberries, potatoes, flowers, all of that. Oh, how the heck do I solve this? How is this solved in Animal Crossing? Not in Animal Crossing, in Stardew Valley. I need to go and check this out. This is important thing. And doesn't Stardew start with seeds? Yes, I think so. But is there some kind of way for the feedback for the player to see what kind of stuff is growing?
What are the most efficient ways to plant crops in Stardew Valley? We have this one, which is decent, not the best, but
Yeah, okay, there seem to be like very, very simple things. Each plant looks different at least. Growth stages. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I think the good idea would be to give, after the planting, give some kind of, maybe have like 3 indicators. 1 indicator for the flowers, 1 indicator for potatoes, carrots, and things, and if I have strawberries or berries, some sort of, then have like at least for each category. But isn't it that in Stardew it's also like that okay, you plant stuff,
relatively in-game and real-time efficient. This one is...
and then when you go to sleep, you wait until the next day, and then you have already like a growing plant which looks like whatever, corn or something. Yeah, it grows in stages. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like, I would like to have this maybe 3 stages. The seeds are different colors usually and patterns. I think you have to water them. Yes, that too, yes. They won't grow without the water. Yeah, true. So I think I would go like have unique. Category. Let's say like maybe make colors vary colors or adjust colors. Colors is actually a good idea. Thanks, Pawn, for mentioning that. Like color versus shape. Like what is easier to distinguish? Then I think the color would be the best. So, there's more work to this than I thought. More things to be done. Okay, but yeah, then we have, I would say, 3 seeding stages. Seeds, I don't know, small growth, medium growth, or let's say 3 in between. Yeah. Yes, this. Well, 4 actually. Well, 3, yeah, whatever. In between seeding stages. Seeds, small growth, medium growth. Yeah, maybe it's like seeds. Then the plant, the base plant, maybe, you know, like flower, and not flowers, leaves. And medium growth is if there are some flowers, like in strawberries, flowers, then and then full growth. And one more thing. Info panel. Like shows player exact information on the plant. Water level. And broad stage. With colors you can probably get away modulating the colors so you don't have to million seed types. But up to you, a million ways doing one thing. Yeah, that's right. That would be a cool idea. I mean, cool and good idea, yes. Working smarter, not harder. Yeah, and then it's just a matter of going to a seed-based class and just defining like seed color or seeds sprite modulation. Okay, so what do we need? Oh, this is the fireplace. Yeah, now we are still talking about the logical step, the step in the code where we are putting the seeds in the soil, and it's happening underneath the equip item. So the spawning happens here, and then the equipping happens here. The easiest way of coding, and the most dangerous one, copy-paste coding. I did it again. Hoppala. Oh yeah, okay, it's not even there, the whole function. So we don't need firewood at all. And because this super function of equip item checks if there is allowed item selected, then we are safe to say that we just take the remove the item from the inventory and we spawn it, and this is what happens with this function. So the item, whatever we want to put in the soil, is already here. Double check that it's not null. It should never be, but still. And then we can say right positioning. We put it 10 pixels above, and then it falls down to the ground. So it should look good. And seed goes as the item underneath the equipment. If it's collectible, then we play the dropping animation, but we don't play any kind of metal sound. Okay, so that should do. Okay, and now we do this. Yeah, we could say it's white per default, and then for each seed, each seed gets its own color. And the seeds are actually then resting on top of the soil, so that should work. So it should be actually all good. As long as the Y sorting and set indexing is correct, then what we should see yeah, we see nothing because there's no sprite, but we should see the soil plus the seeds, and then at some point when the seed is growing, this first stage which is lying on top of the soil, and then the whole plant is there. Yeah, so it should be fine actually. So then it's just a matter of defining those seed pixels. I just want to, I think I just want to have a little bit mock-upping here to have correct pixels on a correct, wait a second, correct placement for the pixels. No, it's not here. Look at that. Oh yeah. I should have some kind of mock-up somewhere. The shock. Yeah, think about meeting some bears in middle of Nordic forest. I think my facial expression would be pretty close to that. All right, let's see. Somewhere I have so many files. I'm so bad at keeping them organized. No, this was for this was for mockupping the crafting table yesterday. No. Oh, I don't have mockup for that. Okay, let's see. Then we just go to the sprite. Is it plants? No, it's ground soil. Yes, right. There we go. To the different dirt stages. Okay, and this is the correct one, right? All right, let's go. Huh? What do you mean I cannot paste this a new sprite? Hello, a sprite. Hello. Huh? Oh, probably a wrong folder. No, later. There was nothing there. Okay. All right, so maybe potato is like this. Look at this. Carefully handcrafted pixels. People love it nowadays, don't they? Pixels which are put in a sprite with love. Love. Should we put maybe a little... Okay, yeah, fine. A little bit of... stupid. New layer. So that we can copy paste it easier. Hey, so this, and then just a little bit shading. So okay, there should be actually white, and we should just use grayscales. I just want to get like a feeling how it looks. So we could... Yeah, that's too big, and it looks like a star. It makes sense. Yeah, I just want to see like how does this feel. No, that looks like looks like a little worms. No. I guess this is also not fine. I think one pixel, single pixel, is really the best, because yeah, why not? Yeah, that looks also a little strange. The easiest and the best. No? Or maybe a little bit more. Like a dog. Down. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm splitting hair here. Yes, beautiful. So if I retain the sprite size, I could just put this as or when I say I put the sprite as sprite for for the seed itself, then I don't need to adjust the position. I don't need to adjust the position X-wise. Yeah, I guess that's cool. Oops. This has to be the easiest pixel arting I have done on this whole game. Yes, I'm proud of that. All right, so actually this goes underneath. Look here, this goes to be underneath plants, seeds, and base, because this applies to everything. So not so fast, not so fast. Well, yeah, seed, not so fast. No, easiest. Just one. All right. So this is gonna be a sprite format. So it's easiest then to import this with this a sprite importer. Yeah, soil, and we are going to call this soil stages. Why do I have soil sprites? No, so I'm so messed up now. Not soil seed. Seed plants. Excuse me. Base. And seed stages, yes, okay. Boom. So that's the stage number 1, and it will be modulated. Yeah, okay. That's gonna be kind of like template. We need to make, of course, for each seed or each plant their own stages. Like the potato plant might be much higher than the strawberry plant. So let's say it's potato. Wait, what? No. What happened? Seed potato stages. And I think I would like to increase the canvas size somewhat. Maybe at least double. Well, maybe something like that. And then I need to adjust the offset in the Y position, because in A sprites we cannot do like first frame is this size and the second frame is some other size. It's not gonna work. Yeah, okay. Hi Woozy XY. What's up? Hello back and welcome. How's your Sunday? Oops. kind of want to make some kind of simple graphics for the different stages. Hella lazy Sunday. Well, that's alright, no? Give your body and mind some rest for the upcoming week. So I kind of want to copy these, how are these called, roots. I see still on that game dev grind. Are you talking about your own game dev grind, or are you talking about my game dev grind? Sorry, I didn't fully get the sentence. Forgot to add you there. I still see you. Okay, yeah. Yeah. This is lazy grinding here. Lazy grinding. Or actually, not gonna lie, I'm lazier off stream. Alright? Like here I'm burning all the time. All the time. Every second. Every second is a grind, but off stream it's like, you know, going to check, you know, another streamer, doing something else, procrastinating just a little bit. Yeah, everybody does that. Everybody. And it's fine. You know, I don't get the like game dev streamers, which are, unless we are talking about game jam streams, that's another thing. But I don't get game dev streamers who are like burning 10 hours or 9 hours in a row, multiple days. I think there are some like who are like not taking time off like at all, which is crazy. It's so hard to get in the groove. Yeah, sometimes it happens though. You get a good flow. You get a good flow. I feel called out. Don't worry, God. No worries really. Everybody does game dev or whatever creative things at their own pace. Everybody has some different going on in their lives, you know. Is that enough? Maybe not, maybe one more. Yeah, that might look already kind of nice. First stage, second stage for the potatoes. I mean, for bursts, if everything's going well and you're enjoying the work, I can see it being hella nice. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you're just in a flow, everything works, and then, you know, like, why not putting some hours in before the next slow phase comes, when you're just depressed about everything because nothing works. That's right. Maybe this is enough. I'm not sure if I want to make... Actually, yes, of course I do want. I always want the pixel. That's... Okay, so just for your information, if I say I'm not sure if I want to pixel something, I'm lying, because I always want to do that. Let me see. What do I search if I want to have potato plants? Planted potatoes. Okay, it looks kind of generic. Just some kind of trunk and then some leaves. And there are some flowers too. Yes, yes, yes. So, because, no. Wait a minute. I had one mock-up with some cool plant stuff. Plants, ground, no, wrong folder. Media. Oh, mockups. Ah, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I would think thinking that this direction, but instead of trunk being brown, I don't know. This is meant to be some kind of bush. Yeah, we could take this kind of like as a base, and make it bigger. I mean, how many stages did I say that I need? Seed, small growth, that's for the potato, those rows. Medium growth would be like small plant, and the full plant would be like full blown. But which one is the correct? This one. Yeah. It's kind of messy though. Yeah, doesn't matter. We are just gonna take peas. Actually, just like that kind of thing. And we say that this is oh, that's the wrong layer again. At least as a placeholder. Yeah, the palette is not there. Doesn't matter. It's kind of random. Would like to have some kind of structure here. Wait a minute. Huh? Can't I just? Oh, because is this because this is in indexed mode? No, well. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too happy with this, but maybe I pixel this once more. At some point. Yeah, this is yeah. I kind of like pixeling because at least Sprite doesn't give me some kind of errors. Or let's put it simple, I get less headache from Sprite than from Godot. Alright. Okay. So that's the third stage. Yeah, now we have enough stages to... I think it's not gonna look like this in real world. It's not gonna look like this. There has to be just one single... whatever. Is it root? Yeah. Like one single something. It's not gonna be like 5 or 4. I guess. Yeah, it's actually the leaves. It's... I guess there's this little tiny... how is it called? The trunk of the plant, and then the leaves comes and then it just grows bigger and bigger. Apparently it looks like when a potato is ready to be harvested, then it gets kind of yellow, I suppose. Or changes, the leaves are leaves changes their hue. Ah, yeah, sprout, it's called sprout. That's right. Okay, we are not entirely wrong about the sprouting. But the sprout itself is beneath. Yeah, just too deep into this thing. All right, never mind. Let's try to go back and define some systems. So sprout is too small for our pixels. That's for sure. Yeah. All right. So what did I promise? What did I promise? Here are the 4 things. Unique visual style for seeds. Okay, and that's why we defined that modulation thing. And we have in between seeding stages. The info panel. I was just writing this at some point. That goes just like the soil watering logic. I'm not able to do it today. Actually, at this point, we could celebrate our achievements. What do we have? We have successfully converted soil to equipable tool item class. Hooray. We have defined seed class. Well, not entirely. We have isState variable. Look at that. Progress. We do have growth time variable, but it's not, it doesn't do anything yet. We have water level variable. Well, logically, it should be increased regularly. So, what should we do next? We could actually start with this logic and importing this animations, or well, the stages. You know what I would like to have in Godot? I'm not sure if this is possible, but you know, I would like to have somewhere here, like my favorite stuff. You know, like in browser you have bookmarks. I have to lots of times I need to go to somewhere. How can I do that? Is it possible? I don't know. So what did I want? Seed potato. And this is pretty fast too if I just search things, but elaborate a bit more. Sure. So look here. I'm in Godot, and now I would like to jump very fast to the soil potato scene. I mean, I have been lazy and, my tabs are full of stuff. I have so many different scenes and things. And I would like to have just like with one click, I would just go there. Sure, I could just close all the tabs and just open the ones, but I'm so lazy. Yeah, never mind, code. Never mind. I guess it's just me being lazy, that's all. So, and then we do need sprite. And we're gonna call these seed stages. At this point, it would actually make sense to create some kind of base scene. And I will do that. Let's call the seed template. There we go. Yeah, okay. Let's do this again. Yeah, okay. I should do this another way around, but you know what? Okay, here's the thing you learned about myself. I'm usually very eager to, when I start to implement some kind of system, I'm very eager to see the working system as soon as possible, which leads me to skip some kind of like good practices, and then I'm fixing them later when I see that, okay, my kind of like my prototype system works fine, looks fine, feels fine, then I go back and fix things. And now the good practice which I'm skipping is to use, just saw me making this template thing, and now I'm kind of not using that template, not making how do you make it inheriting the scene. Should I change my behavior and actually do it right way? What do you say? I wonder how hard it would be to implement the drop-down menu for that. Wasn't there actually something like my favorite things thing in Godot 4.5 or 6? Wasn't there something? Favorite things. Okay, all right. Let's do this correctly. Let's go slowly. Let's not hastily make some kind of prototype, but instead of trying to make step by step working seed system, plant system with one try, one go. We have some 45 minutes time challenge. So we have the base, or we could call this base scene, but yeah, template is fine. So this needs always collision shape. Or it would be nice. The thing is, we don't actually need the collision shape. Unless we want to interact with the seeds somewhere, somehow. So yeah, it doesn't hurt. And because we are talking about isometric things, maybe it's a good idea to put this at polygon. Okay, what else do we need? We have the seed template, we have seed stages, animation player, and if all the seeds follow the same pattern, that the stage 1 is called just 1, 2, 3, and so forth, then we could add this update seed stage graphics function. We could just put it here. And we could maybe even, well, this should be now not the seed potato, but the seed. So let's correct for that. We can load the base class. Plants, seeds, seed base, seed. Okay. Stages, listen polygon. Yeah, fine. The favorite scene menu could track your latest 5 scenes ordered by activity. Exactly. Yes, absolutely. Like this kind of thing. I love this coloring in this GD script. When I'm jumping there and back. Now I see that, okay, seed potato was visited quite recently, and I need it because I'm working on, like 2 or 3 scripts in parallel, so I can just jump there, jump back. Have this for, yeah, it could be just simply some kind of like, here maybe scene import and favorite scenes, and it just gives you a list. I mean, who knows, maybe someone has already implemented that sort of functionality or extension, editor extension. Oh no, my mind is starting to fill up with all kinds of different mini projects. Resist code, resist the urge. Please go back to your main project. Okay, so we could define a function underneath the seed class, which is called update seed stage. And in fact, we probably want to track the stage too, so we could introduce a variable for that. Unless we want to track the stage with the animations, but I think it will be better to have. But I guess I might need to refactor this, but yeah, let's go like this. Like it's 1 because we wanted this first stage to be number 1. In fact, we could use setter getter logic to make this update stage sprite to be called. But poor me has already forgotten how to use properly the setter getter. But no worries, I have Google and I have used it already a few times, but not enough that I could just write it like boom. Not enough. So let's or maybe it's like set. Yeah, that's a good example. Quantity, integer, if it gets return quantity. If we set value, then it gets the value and then stuff happens. Okay, I just take this width as okay, let's see this. But I cannot do it like this, that I give it initial value and then I have such a fish brain. Look at this. First to get. Yeah, is this correct? Is this correct? Yes, it's still correct. Set value, seed stage is value, and then stuff happens. Updates seed stage sprite. And so now we just need to be careful to use the seed class only for inherited scenes which are inherited from the seed template. We could make some kind of sanity check inside the ready function to check, okay, do we have let's say sprite which is called seed stages, and we could make an assertion and say, okay, no, look here, you made a mistake, you are trying to run, or you're trying to make a child of a seed, some kind of seed which is not using this template, and then stuff is breaking. And we would catch that error way earlier than say, yeah, I could make some kind of seed. I don't know, I'm in a hurry, I make some kind of flower seed, and I forget to use this. And I just miss that bug, and then some player gets the crash. So we're gonna do that. I'm trying my best to, you know, I'm not a software developer, all right. I've heard and I've seen like bits and pieces of things you should do and things you shouldn't do. I hope this is one correct way to do it. Yeah, so in reality, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just guessing that this is all right. Oh, this feels okay. So, um, how do I actually do this? How do I check that the scene tree for that scene is consistent or correct? I could really just check the seed stages sprite. But that's okay. The frame could indicate its stage simply. Or you mean like I should just make a reference, you know, like this would break early, no? Like referencing to a node which should be there, and if it's not there, then things break. I mean, it would do the same thing as the assertion. Sprite frame, that is. Okay, wait a second. I think I'm not really following what you're trying to say, code. The frame could indicate its stage. Ah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I understand. Yes, sure. Like they say, yeah, sure. Sure. That's right. Yeah, that's a little bit redundant in that sense. Is that node inside the scene? Which one? If it is, then it will be ready before this script. Might have misheard as well. Okay, no, well, yeah. The problem what I was thinking is, you can attach this, or you can make a child of this seed class and put it as a script to whatever scene. So if I make the mistake and I use this seed class for something else than this templates scene, then I might be in trouble because I don't have this animation player and seed stages. But yeah, let's not worry about this too much. It's not bad to separate data and visuals. Okay, What would be the next step? Now we have visuals. Well, then we could do following thing. We already have this seed potato scene, which is well incorrect now because we didn't inherit. So we just delete that. That's actually a cool thing. We are giving information what will be deleted. Seed potato. Yes, because that's the old one. And also the dependencies of the files. So these things will break. And that's, well, okay, add the inventory item. So now we will make the adjustment. Take the seeds template. Well, yeah, okay. See, this is base scene. And now we save this as seed potato. Oh, aha. Okay, we deleted thing, but this is still open. Okay, yeah, no, go away. Okay. Okay, now it should be fine. Seed potato. And let's call this seed potato. You can also check if the nodes exist in case you want to do something else with the class. Yeah. That's I was thinking about doing that. So yeah, now we could import the stages here. Animation player is that. A sprite file is gonna be seed potato stages. We don't have all the stages, but I just want to test. Okay, now we have those. The offset is incorrect. Okay, and this is now the wrong script. What to have? Seed potato. And now the inventory item is also broken. I think it should be broken. Let's make this one more time. Item reference is now this new scene. Okay, like that. And at this point, I have kind of lost the track what's already there. I think we should have already the possibility to put stuff in soil. But I think I haven't yet implemented that. Or did I? No, it's equip item. We get the seed potato and we position it and we add and we play the drop animation. So okay. So what should happen is that we get those pixels on top of soil. let's see. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Instead, we just grabbed the whole thing. Well, the soil. Oh wait, okay. There is one variable which we can set to prevent that, which can be collected is false. No? Cannot call add child on a null value. Ah, yes, of course, because there is no equipment. Yeah, and this is also... Yeah. Okay, let's... I mean, yeah, sure, I could just take this equipment away, but it is useful afterwards. So we need to go to modify the parent class. I hope we can do it. Should be possible. I hope that this child scene also gets the update. It should get it, no? And can I do it like this? Okay, and now please. Yes, all right, it's there. Okay, so now we can reference it with unique name. It should be simply... Okay. Come on. Equipable tool item. Soil. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, we're calling add child to the null value. That wasn't the problem. Okay, what's actually... Wait a minute. How is this possible? Item is not null. And we add child. This is not null. What's happening? Do you have equipment? Yeah, we do have. Oh, it's shit. It's yeah, we do have, but it's not a child of seed potato. It's nah. You know, it's be like, oh come on. Yeah. No, it is correct. It is correct. It is correct. It is correct. Okay, no, my mistake. It is correct. So what the heck is then going on? So it claims that we are calling add child with null value. Is the scene on the map up to date? Oh. We get a reference to that spawned from the inventory, based on the inventory data. That's there. Seed potato, seed color. Let me try. Let me just try. Let's take this away. One more time. All right, yeah, that was the problem. But what the heck? Why? Maybe I need to do that again. See, I defined that equipment node. Equipment to be accessible with this thing, and it's already it is there. Look here, equipment. So I should be able to say no. Wait a second now. Oh no. Okay. Well. No, okay, now I feel stupid. Oh my god. This is not supposed to be on the seed potato. Okay, but yeah, it happens. It happens. Okay, seed potato. Yeah. Seed template. Go away. Boom. Not much damage done. Just my whole reputation as an indie game developer is gone. Down the toilet. Okay, it has to be soil. Because soil is our tool thing, spoons. Okay, okay, this is borderline bad practice again. Again, we are talking about hard references, equipment. This should be checked. There should be a check. Okay, is there a bit bad to do? Verify that equipment node actually exists before using. Well, there is only one soil, one equipment, so it's not that bad. If not equipment, return. Wait, can we? Is it actually possible to do things like this? Let's try this. I don't know. Test. No, it's just null. It should be. There should be a condition with this. Returns something like false. Is this a function exists? Class exists, file exists, resource load exists, type exists. Huh. I wanted to make assertion which just checks like, I don't know, something like, in my dreams it looks like this. Test, then it says false. Soil scene tree is malformed. Do anyone have idea how to do this in Godot? Has node. Should be node path, but it's node. So essentially like this. Yeah, hooray. Thanks, Spawn. So if we say yeah, works. Nice. Nice. Very cool. So now back to potato. No, back to seed. No, back to... Where the heck is it? Yeah, no, soil. Equipment. Yeah, now we have equip. And yes, it is there. And we did that too. So, fine. So now I should work with that. Yay! Now I just need to wait a little bit. No, we don't need to wait because there's no logic for that growth. That's something, let's see. Oh, okay. Some maximum 15 minutes. Okay, let's define the color for... Okay, growth type minute is a little bit... I will abuse this for the testing. I will just make it seconds. Sorry. Okay, seed color. And we are talking about this color. I think it would be kind of alright. Chop chop. Let's give it like 3 seconds growth time. And now we can make a very easy or simple growth timer, and that's something every seed needs, so we can put it underneath the seed. I mean, new idea about this scene tree consistency. I could compose the entire scene using GDScript. I could just say that here in ready or init, maybe underneath the init function, I could just spawn these things. Boom. And then whatever scene I'm plugging this seed into has automatically the correct nodes. Wow. Okay. I'm getting a little, just tiny bit tired. All right. What did I want to make? I want to add the timer. Yeah, well. Let me see. If one shot is false, if the timer is stopped vibrating, otherwise it by default timer will automatically restarts, which is what we want, kind of. We just want the stage to go forward, so that's fine. And then we can just say the timeout. Oh, come on. Huh? Am I missing something? Huh? Where is the signal of this timer? Oh, there, okay. It just wasn't visible. Ah, okay. Was not that obvious, okay. Then connect. Oh, no, wait, no, this is wrong, wrong. Not the seed potato, seed. The template. Almost a mistake. Okay. Timer. The start. Timeout. Yes. Okay. I could have named that a little bit better. Okay, let's do that. That was a little bit too fast. Now it's very descriptive what it does. Let me see. Can we have 3? Okay, it should be Ford. Let me make Ford 1 real quick here, so that we have something. Yeah, just quick something. We don't have time. Time is running out. Time is running out. Game jam is over. No, this is not a game jam. Some kind of game stream. Okay. Yeah, fine. Okay. Now we have 4 stages. Stages 4. Then we can say timer stops. Well, we could actually say is ready, done, grown. I don't know. We could use a signal to signalize, communicate to the soil that, okay, listen up. Now the seed has grown, spawn the item. But, well. Right, now we have this. So 1 second. Seed potato. growth time is minutes. Oh, actually we should change that underneath the seed. Growth time, yeah, here. What was it? Timeout? No. Oh, wait time. Yeah, it should be the growth stage time. Well, no, it's that. Okay, so this is just for the visuals. There is no watering still, so there's the bunch of stuff which flows into this code at some point, but this is just for the visuals, just to check that this sprite updating works. Baby steps, baby steps. Wait a second. Oh, okay, yeah. Hey, look here, we have a potato. Baby potato. Nice, but we didn't update the sprites. Let's see. This potato. Import. To celebrate the achievements, let's make a little flower here. I'm not sure how it looks like. Something like this. No. It's so difficult with just a few pixels. Nah, it's not looking good. Pui. Pui, pui, pui. I don't know. Somehow, you know, like on stream, I had like when I'm pixeling stuff, usually I get like a feeling like, this is no. Or, you know, like I have no plan what I'm pixeling, like what I'm doing. It's like that. So. But yeah, but let me try to fix that mindset, fix my mindset away from that, and instead of let's try to celebrate little things, little achievements. Oh wait, I wanted to. How's the timer? Okay. Should be fine. Yeah. But why is it 1 second? Wait a minute. Oh, it's an auto start, so it should not be auto start. Should be update the time and then start the thing. Yeah, because this is updated underneath ready and then the timer is ready, and that's why, yeah. Seed potato, let's import this once more. Yeah, and then we need to go to base ready, and here we say, well, in fact, triggering the timer, the growth timer, well, yeah, later it doesn't matter because the growth time is so big. It's like, well, it might be like maybe 15 minutes from one stage to another, because 15 minutes might be the whole game day. But just for now, now it just looked a little bit off. Those seeds started to... What? Oh, yeah. Okay, we're not talking about an animation player. Start. Right. Well, still 1 second. Don't get it. But it kind of works. It's... Okay, now I want to test this. No, hello? Yes. Haha. Oh, I don't have any more potatoes. Crap. Alright, alright. So now, finally we can enjoy the fruits of our creation, the plants of our creation. Hooray. Let us give us some more seed potatoes. 2 seed potatoes. So, and now from the beginning. Okay, there we go. And now when I would go, let's see if this bugs. Can I? Yeah, it did. Now we have. Wait a minute. Okay, whatever. But now that the next thing would be, well, given that we have the watering somehow working, and I think the easiest way to indicate that the watering has been applied is to make this soil sprite dark. Just modulating the color and make it dark. Just a visual indication, and then when the player goes and scans... No, what the hell? Yeah. Scans, there will be at some point here somewhere will be some kind of little window and says like, okay, the status, the water level is like this, and maybe even like days or time, like estimated, or maybe that kind of information. Maybe. So yeah, nice. Even darker, agreed. Yeah, I think that should work. So what have we got? Have unique visual style for planted seeds. We do have it. Although we just have 1 seed, but we do have that. We do have the seeding stages, yes. It's pretty simple, but it's working. We have defined a seed potato. We have done that. We haven't done this. Growth time is achieved by water. Yeah, this, we don't have the watering logic yet. I would say that's a success. Most of the things for this system is done. Or let's say like 70%, 60-70%. Okay, yeah, it's actually almost time to say goodbye. Yeah. Before that, I want to tell you a little update, or give you a little update on the game plans. Initial plans, right? So, you know, like earlier this month, earlier this year, I was kind of like anxious because I just had this little prototype and I was thinking like, I have no idea what the game is gonna be about. Like oh, sorry. Okay, Mrs. President was here and gave me order to stop the stream. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Okay, no, I just want to quickly share you the plans, design documentation, really quick. Fragmented things. No, that's not the correct one. Yeah, imaginary gameplay first days. All right, so I've been trying my best to have some kind of plan what's gonna happen in the game. So really roughly, there will be kind of like a tutorial phase / survival phase. Maybe not really survival, but I call it this way. So the player just goes to the game world pretty much without anything, just with the axe. And then the player needs to craft like some kind of place to sleep. Yeah, maybe a sleeping bag, I don't know, something. And then there's like stuff which has to be done. So this is like for the tutorial, learning the basic mechanics, blah blah. And then that phase leads to, or the goal is to get the better crafting table. And the better crafting table unlocks then whole lots of things like boat, bridge, small cabin, and this is like kind of one of the bigger goals of the game is to have their own cabin. So this phase should maybe last like, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe, 1 hour max. And then there's building of the cabin phase. And there's all kind of options that the player can get in-game money faster. The map parts are enabled and things like that. And then there's a cabin owner phase. The cabin is being built, and that unlocks more things, like you can decorate things. I mean, you can decorate, of course, like beforehand. And from this phase on, it's more or less still a question mark, like what's gonna happen. Like, does the cabin owner, that's one interesting question. Does it trigger the seasons? That would be one interesting thing to do, to have fall and then winter, and that would then unlock like other further challenges. Maybe it might be that I never get this far. I was thinking like some 4 or 5 hours of gameplay would be good. Okay, that's that. You were anxious about the game. The rest we didn't hear. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was just anxious about the game because I didn't really have a plan what the game world will be, what the player is supposed to do, and so forth. Right. Okay, let's find a raid target. Maybe a fellow Godot. Let's see. I fear I have to raid and run again. Let's see, do we have someone from... This one Godot. Yeah, let's go say hello to Dum Make Games. Really quickly from my side. So yeah, thanks very much for joining me. Thanks Code, thanks Pawn, thanks Woozy. Appreciate your presence as always. And yeah, next Sunday, probably next stream. Yeah, take care. Go touch grass. Go drink water. Go say I love you to your loved ones, and we see each other maybe next week. So off we go.